A very good morning. So far, we have learned about chain surveying. The topic of today is compass surveying. So, compass surveying comes into picture when we want to measure the inclination of an angle or a point with reference to the true north in terms of direction. So, what do you infer from the picture? The picture shows it is a compass, majorly a prismatic compass, mainly a prismatic compass. So, a compass is a small instrument essentially consisting of a magnetic needle, a graduated circle, and a line of sight. The compass cannot measure angle between two lines directly, but it can measure angle of a line with reference to the magnetic meridian at the instrument station is called the magnetic bearing of the line. The angle between two lines is then calculated by getting the bearing of these two lines. So, the principle involved in compass surveying is traversing, which involves a series of connected lines. The magnetic bearing of the lines are measured by prismatic compass, and the distance of these are measured by chain. Such survey does not require the formulation of a network of a triangle. Compass surveying is recommended when the area is large, undulating, and crowded with many details. Compass surveying is not recommended for areas where local attraction is suspected due to the pressure of magnetic substances like steel structures, iron ore deposits, electric cables conveying currents, and so on. So here you can identify, we can see the two different types of traversing, closed traverse and open traverse, where closed traverse starts and come back to the same point, and open traverse starts and ends at different points. So traversing is the major principle of compass surveying. Then what are the various types of compass? We have two major types of compass. First one is prismatic compass, and next one is surveyor's compass. So the prismatic compass is shown in the figure. The prismatic compass has a prism, that's why it's called as a prismatic compass. So the various parts of prismatic compass is shown. So here we could see it has a needle, it has a pivot, a cap, a graduated disc where we'll get the bearings, a slit metal frame, a horsehair, a mirror, reflecting prism with cap, an eye vane, a focusing stud, dark sunglasses, boxing, glass cover, lifting pin, light spring, brake pin or knob, a lifting lever, and a support to fit the tripod. So these are all the parts of the prismatic compass. Next is the surveyor's compass. Surveyor's compass is a compass that is used to measure bearings. It is as same as prismatic compass. The only difference is in both ends of the compass we will be having the vanes, an eye vane and the object vane in surveyor's compass. Whereas in prismatic compass we will be having one side the prism and other side the object vane. That is the difference between prismatic and surveyor's compass. In case of surveyor's compass, we will be getting bearings in terms with reference to north and south, and in case of prismatic compass, we will be getting bearings with respect to north. So the difference between the prismatic compass and the surveyor's compass is more important. Please make a note of it. Thank you all for the attention. So today's class deals with compass, types of compass, and the principle of compass surveying. Thank you, one and all.